Elad is most. That's okay. Let's do it.
Elad is most.
Elad is most.
What is the actual character limit so I can know when to... Elad
10?
is most. That's 10.
Yeah. All right, we are off and running with SpootyBiscuit, doing the classic ScootyBiscuit, moving real fast. I really don't know what to say about Spooty. I really know very little about him. Don't know anything interesting that he might have done recently. Nothing of the sort. He's kind of just like a generic racer. He really hasn't done anything spectacular in the past 24 hours or anything of that sort. Just sort of standard, did you ever watch Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Do you remember Rita? She was like the evil witch lady.
Is it Rita Repulsa?
Was that her name? From? I'm sure it was Rita Repulsa.
I'm hearing Rita Repulsa in my head, but I don't know where that's from.
Let's go with that. Well, do you remember her minions?
Yeah, the foot soldiers?
They were called putties. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And they were just gray, like, morph suits.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like the green
well, they were, it's like, yeah, the morph suit, but gray. And they would go...
Yeah,
when I think of SpootyBiscuit,
they like wave their arms and they dance around and don't actually attack until
that's right.
It's their turn
when
to
I think
die.
of SpootyBiscuit, that's what I think of. Just generic, no face, totally. Of course, guys, I'm totally kidding. I can't keep that ruse up any longer. SpootyBiscuit is the first person to finish Coda, and it's insane that anyone even did it. I fully ate my words. I said no one will ever finish Coda. I did retract that statement after DJC got to 4-4, and I'm like, okay, someone's gonna beat it. But it was SpootyBiscuit, and the dude deserves so much hype for it. That it's incredible that anyone completed Coda. It's such a crazy feat. You have to be so perfect. I think his time was like 12 minutes. You have to be on the beat for 12 minutes. It's insane. So anyway.
Yeah.
With that, we're racing here. So Paratroopa did suffer a death. Knew where to go to get that titanium dagger back, but at this point, SpootyBiscuit's got a very strong weapon that he should be able to handle. He's trying to kill that leprechaun, dastardly leprechaun. I don't know if he's setting up to kill it or
I don't
planting
know.
the bomb.
There he goes.
Nicely done. Made sure that he wasn't going to get himself stuck. When you have something with range, you can get yourself sort of stuck and inadvertently blow yourself up, which is something he certainly didn't want to do there.
I'm always worried that I'm going to drop a bomb and the leprechaun's going to leave, because it took a while for him to set that up.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, but the leprechaun does hang out for quite a while. He really wants you to steal his Lucky Charms. I'm reading chat now. Thank you, chat. I do what I can. And this is some weird deja vu over on Paratroopa's side, as I just saw him do that. Now down he goes to his boss fight. I think he died here, if I'm not mistaken. Something along those lines. It can be a little sketchy sometimes, but it looks like he handled it a lot better. Unfortunately, at this point, Spooty's already got a pretty decent lead. Now, I think what Paratroopa can do is go for the fast. Oh dear. Oh no.
Oh, that's interesting.
Messed up that.
The boss open should be seated, probably, right?
I would assume so. So now he knows what it's gonna be.
He might be able to use that.
Yeah, I would hope so. I don't know. Uh-oh, I'm getting some buffering over on Spooty's side.
Yeah, I got a little bit, and then it started going. It's kind of in and out a little bit.
It just,
I know
anytime
Spooty's,
my
I know
internet...
Spooty streams at a pretty low bit rate in general.
Yeah, it looks like he's streaming at about, 300. 400, somewhere in there. That is pretty low. But that's okay. We love him still.
Yeah, it's for the quality of play, not the quality of video.
Yeah, I agree.
I was watching. I wasn't watching when he beat Coda, but I was watching when he got the Bolt world record a few days ago.
Yeah, seriously, he got that like right at, or no, Smokepipe got it right after him. Smokepipe is the world record holder now. Yeah. Like,
what is Smokepipe's time?
It's like a 3:04 or something insane like that.
Oh, wow.
I know. Sub 3 is certainly possible with Bolt, which is absurd.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, super crazy.
Yeah, and then the other thing I know Spooty for is his Step Mania stuff. It's so good.
Oh, really? I have not watched much of that.
So
on a dance pad, or is it just with his
yes,
fingers?
on a dance pad, and he's actually worked on creating sheets. I don't know what they're called, but they might be called sheets or some other word for it, of the Necrodancer music. So he
crazy.
He program or chooses like what the steps should be.
Why have I not done that yet?
It's unbelievably looks crazy. Like it's real. It's like expert. Actually, I don't know too much about Step Mania, but he was like making them like 12, 13, if that means anything to anyone.
Hold that thought. Check out these Pac-Man strats over on Paratroopa's side. Just gobbling up deep blues with that Ring of Courage single dagger. Love it. Good job Pac-Manning all of those enemies up. Very nice. Throwing down that replay. Got to utilize it. Took me a sec to set it up, so.
I always use the Pac-Man strats for King Konga with Ring of Courage.
It's the best. The best. That was the first time I really. Oh no! And Paratroopa jumping right into a black Skelly Shield Knight there. That's a bummer. There he goes. Got that replay. You'll see you kill the red dragon and then boom, jump right into it. That's a pain. And off he goes again, grabbing that titanium dagger. We got Groundhog Day over here.
Yeah, now Para knows exactly what items he wants from where.
Spooty taking a hit there, I think from the dog, trying to escape. He ended up getting hit by the Hellhound, and so he teleported with his crown, which broke, back into the shop. So he should probably buy that. Oh, he can't afford it. I was going to say buy the circlet. He's only got $60, though. He's poor. Instead, he's going to kill the shopkeeper for the circlet.
Why are you buying the circlet here?
Blood Shovel, I understand somewhat. I mean, he does have the ring, so fair enough.
I guess the circlet is good for mapping.
Oh yeah, although I guess you don't really need it in Zone 4.
Yeah, I don't really care about the circlet, but I guess the blood shovel is like really good for the final fight.
Yes.
It does have the
very good for the final
ring
fight.
of regeneration, which will repair any health if he wants to use the blood shovel.
Yeah, so he can use the blood shovel pretty freely, at least twice a map, and he'll be fine, unless he takes some damage and he'll want to grow that back. And Paratroopa picking up that Ring of Courage again, liking those Pac-Man strats. He's going to have another go at it, I think. This point, he kind of just has to hope something happens to SpootyBiscuit, because SpootyBiscuit is way too far ahead at this point. There's no way that you could possibly catch up. Not to be a Debbie Downer here, but just way too far behind. So he's going to hope that something happens, which is certainly not outside the realm of possibilities.
I like the freeze spell on Spooty's side. That'll definitely be good if he finds himself in any really difficult situations. He can use that freeze spell.
Oh yeah, freeze spell.
And he
is
also has
so good.
The Earthquake scroll for Dead Ringer. That'll make that trivially easy.
Yeah, he's gonna have a fast couple of last bosses for sure. He's got a really nice setup here. Keep the beat on the death metal fight? Yeah, I mean, are you talking about for Coda? Because yes, it is impressive. It's also a lot of practice. I know that a lot of bolt practice, I mean, that helps you keep your beat without too much of a situation where you'll die instantly if you don't keep your beat. So it allows you to sort of practice and without too much nerves, and then once you get to Coda, then you should already have that figured out. When I am planning on making solid attempts at Coda, hopefully. I feel like I could do it eventually someday. But yeah, it's going to require a lot of practice with Bolt just to get used to the beat, because the double beat can be a little tricky, especially for some songs that have sort of a swing beat to them. All right. Oh, about the race? Fair enough. Yeah, the Coda boss fights are always pretty crazy, especially when they kind of go off the rails a little bit.
I remember when we were first starting. When DJ and Spooty were first starting Coda attempts, and it was like just a struggle to get to the door of death metal.
Yeah, just to even kick the door open was really difficult. That's so funny. And now, yeah, they can. Well, you gotta flawless it, so it's crazy. Smoke Pipe just finished the seed. Keep in mind, wait, is Smoke Pipe in this tournament? He's not. Why aren't you racing, Smoke Pipe? You should get in on this. But anyway.
There were a lot of people who were interested in racing in this format, so it's interesting.
Yeah, that's true. We did have quite a few. We had more than enough
we couldn't let
applications,
everyone
which is
in.
nice.
We wanted to.
Yeah, it sucks to not get let in, but it's nice for us that people actually, like, usually we have just enough people. That's sort of been the, oh my god, Spooty.
Yeah,
Getting
Spooty is
stomped on by
danger zone.
everything. Yeah, danger zone. Seriously. We'll see how he handles it, though. I mean, he's got the freeze spell. You can use that. That helps. You can use spells during the Necrodancer. It was not intentional to leave them out. It was a bug. Guys. I got in a lot of trouble from whoever my co-host was that time, where I was like, use the spell. And he's like, you can't. It's intentional. It was a bug.
Wait, what?
Sorry. This is some baggage from back in the past. And with that, Spooty is going to finish. GG. 11-minute run. Nicely done, Spooty. Spooty gets a win. Team left. Team left. Making it happen. All right, guys, let's get the other seeds there. Do you have a straw poll ready, or?
Yeah, I do.
All right, drop that in chat.
Create the poll. Give me the link. They're not great. They're not great options this time, but we'll.
That's okay.
It's probably
They
pretty
might be
obvious.
amazing. Love it. Love it.
Should have used lead boots, but well, too late. Too late.
Lead boots. No way. Yeah, Spooty, seriously, that was some serious getting stomped on by a red dragon. It was kind of like, wasn't it like Dorian got lasered just as like Cadence got stomped on? It was kind of a 1-2.
Yeah, the combo.
All right. Oh, I forgot to start the timer, so I'm going to give it like a 20-second. So you got 20 seconds to pick your seed.
Need to like come up with some better seed ideas.
Yeah, feel free to throw some seed ideas in chat right now. We'll write some down.
Totally. Great idea.
All right, we're hitting the 20-second mark now. The winner is Pizza Socks. Pizza Socks wins. All right, so I'll send that.
Anagrams, Nagaram.
Giving me a hard time. Screw that. All right, so Pizza Socks is going to be our next one coming in. Are you writing these down, Dune?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, Pizza Socks has been typed in. Get hyped, guys. We got another race coming here. We'll see if Paratroopa can even it up or if Spooty's gonna sweep and move on to the next round. I am so excited for Season 3. I really, really am. I can't wait. It's quite the undertaking, but I think it's gonna really work out. I mean, we got lots of people who are willing to help, so that's really, really cool. All right, so this seed has the instant blood shop, so we'll see if they both take the same thing. I imagine they will. Yep, Bright Torch and Lead Boots for both. And a Cat O' Tails. Gotta stick with that dagger.
Those are really nice items.
Gotta stick with that dagger. Both of them did the exact same thing. We're pretty much seeing them do the exact movements. It's really funny. Kind of shows you who's a little bit more efficient in their movements, perhaps.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's really neat to see that kind of... everybody kind of reacting to the same things the same way, which is cool. Look at all these seed ideas. You guys are full of it. Seed ideas, that is. Swaggy sunglasses. We'll see if both pick those up. They did. Interesting. Now, the sunglasses are nice. I think they're a totally safe pickup if they put you up to 3 damage. If they're only putting you up to 2 damage, it can be a little sketchy, because when you're at 3, you're essentially one-shotting all the enemies that could be other varieties, if you know what I mean. So, like other skeletons and stuff. So you're going to want to, usually for the sunglasses, it's best to take them at 3. But if you're racing, I think it's better just to take the damage straight up, pick up the extra damage there.
I like that both racers are at 1 heart.
Yeah, SpootyBiscuit just getting hit by a ghost there. I honestly think that nobody is super confident with sunglasses. I know that's a very bold statement to say, but I think sunglasses just kind of mess with you a little bit. It's that comfort level thing that was the original issue I had with lead boots, where you just don't expect things like not sliding on ice and those kinds of things, not getting wind spelled, because you're used to it, because that's how you normally play. And so when you have the sunglasses on, I mean, Coral Rift isn't too bad because everything looks so unique, but when it comes to things like fighting skeletons and riders and which armadillo it is, and is this, you know, it can really be very tricky. So another strat for anybody who's having a hard time with Coral Rift, as Paratroopa goes down. Now, I'll show you what happened actually there. I'm going to do the replay real quick. You'll see that he kind of, he backed off when he shouldn't have. He kind of messed up his beats. So people who've played things like Coda or Bolt, you start to learn, because Coral Rift's head has a 2-beat pattern, you start to learn where you need to wiggle for the pattern to work versus where you wiggle for the pattern to not work. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it works for, you can learn that with Aria as well, where you want to stand to line up yourself. So, okay, let's say, for example, you're in Zone 2. You've got yourself a incoming donation hype. Cadence hype. Thank you, Blind Umpire, for the $3.33 donation with the message, Season 3 hype. Couldn't agree more. We're seeing a very large difference in the builds here. As we've got a 9 damage SpootyBiscuit glass rapier. It's the 8 damage plus the one from the sunglasses doing 9 damage. That's the one shot on death metal. The fabled one shot on death metal. Really strong. He's just got to be careful because it is glass. And it breaks. But what I was saying is, say you're on Zone 2. You've got yourself a skeleton mage that's yellow. What you want to do is you want it so that when you move to the position where you'll be able to hit him is the beat that he moves. I don't know if that makes any sense. I need to, like, show people, because I think it's really important, especially when you're playing characters like Aria, where you can't just waste a beat. If you move back and forth, like if you wiggle left, right, one of those beats where you land is where he just moved, and one of those is where they're about to move. And you need to be landing next to him on the beat that he just moved. That's the best way to kill, especially like a yellow skeleton, where if you only have 1 damage, you can hit him twice and kill him. So you want, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm assuming someone in chat understood what I was saying.
It makes sense.
But yeah, that's how you want to do it. You want to figure out where that, maybe even a more obvious enemy to talk about would be like the Beatles. Not the band, but the Beatles that come and murder you, and they're wearing those shells on their back. If they're moving up to you, they move every other beat. So you want to make sure that you land next to them on the beat. So what's good to do is sort of get diagonal from them. I talk about it in the Necrotome a little bit, but you get diagonal from them, or like you're 1 row off from them, and then wiggle back and forth so that when you land, they land next to you, so you can pop the top off.
Yeah, that's what I do for Coral Rift. It gets a little bit tricky sometimes when you don't have enough room. Like if there's too much water on the ground.
Yeah, the water messes it all up.
You'll get stuck in a situation where you don't have enough space to wiggle away from him. And so like that's something I keep in mind when I'm fighting Coral Rift. Like I'm very kind of careful to not put water where I don't want it. Like I trying to figure out like where do I go to kind of make sure that the water doesn't end up everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, and what you want to typically do is try to if you're doing the tentacle strats, after you kill a set of tentacles, or as many as you can from the set, then you'll want to at least wipe out one of the waters, just to minimize the amount of water that's on the arena for that final phase, so you don't get trolled by it. That was an interesting bomb placement from Paratroopa there. Not totally sure what the plan was, but maybe he missed or accidentally fat-fingered when he was trying to go down or left. He went down and left. I'm not sure. Or he might have been trying to bomb open that transmog shop, which he better transmog that weapon, because it is a terrible weapon. Glass
yeah,
whip.
He was struggling
gold
with
whip is not good.
With the gold whip.
I'm getting some buffering over on Spooty's side. Are you getting that?
Yeah, I have a buffer.
Okay, I refreshed it and it's fine.
Okay, well, that's you.
Alrighty, Chan, take her easy. Don't know if I pronounced your name right, but yeah, that food shop is big money, no whammies right there. Look at him, up to 8 hearts. Crazy. Wait, make it 9. And he's got a heal spell. That is a healthy Spooty.
Yeah, all the hearts and the Ring of Peace to kind of make all the enemy, or to make the mini bosses the friendly version.
Yes, friendly. Friendly in quotes. They're not that friendly, but definitely the friendlier version. Like not quite as friendly as like Casper the Friendly Ghost. He's pretty friendly.
They're not friendly. They kind of just but they do kind of just lay down and die when you have 3 damage.
Well, I don't know if that classifies as friendly. That's like the dodo bird. Was the dodo bird friendly, or did it just like suffer from disease and rats that wanted to, like, because it had no predators?
The dodo died of disease?
Yeah, didn't it? That was part of it, like the rats and the dogs. It had like no natural predators on its island, and then like
the rats and the dogs.
The rats and the dogs came and wrecked that guy, the dodo. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Anyways, screenshot mode. I don't even know what that means. Waiting for Smoke Pipe to say just finished it. Yeah. Oh, Smoke Pipe. He can just write that whenever he wants. Nobody can verify. Oh, these bombs, Spooty. Look out. Nicely done. Let me show a replay on that. That was, in case you missed it, guys. Check out this. Killing both of those goblins, goblin bombers. Kind of getting surrounded by it and just squeaking by. Really nice. Effective dodging. Nice. I'm going to skip this song because it's boring. Screw you, Repent. Is that? I don't know. Original Isaac music. Be more hype. Anyway, one thing that Paratroopa wasn't doing, when you do have a gold weapon, if you're racing, you gotta utilize its gold abilities as much as you can. And so when that, I don't know if you remember, back in Zone 2, he sent a Minotaur clear across the level. Plenty of time to set up a gold pile so that he could jump on it and whip the Minotaur for the one shot. And I think that's really, that's the kind of stuff you really need to do if you're gonna race on a top level, to make sure you've, you're utilizing as many speed strats. If you're given a lemon like a gold whip, just a crappy, like a lemon that's really long and whip shaped, you're gonna want to utilize all the speed strats for that. I think there's some serious buffer here because I've got Paratroopa paused / turning off his stream. But I've still got Spooty fighting here, so I think we're a little delayed, but that's okay. We'll watch the fight over on Spooty's side. He's got a nice build. That was a very strong run, of course. Yeah, he's got the that Ring of Peace, which is going to make everything better about your last couple boss fights too, because you're going to get the friendly enemies, as Dune would say. So, and it's a sub 10 run, nicely done. Definitely